Hello everyone and welcome to my presentation. I'll be talking about the movie Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, which is a film that's based on war, as it takes up the cause of exploring the intense amount of conflict that was very much visible in the cultures of Japan and the West. The challenges include the portrayal of the brutalities that were recorded in the Japanese prisoner of war's camp. The film takes up a unique take on war, as most of the film that have been made on the particular subject are either from the battlefield or contains tones of jingoism in the name of nationalism. The focus is on the four characters that in the movie were Colonel John, Major Jack, Surgeon Hara, and Captain Yoni show four distinctive characters that portray the central message of the film. Lawrence is a British officer who has spent a significant time in Japan and hence can speak the Japanese language clearly. This particular trait helps him to be a bridge that helps to handle the cultural divide, whereas Sellers is a prisoner who is relatively new, is very rebellious in nature and poses a threat that shall disrupt the balance in the camp that is very delicate. Hara, on the other hand, is a representative of the brutality that was shown by Japanese military that had strayed from its own code of conduct. The interesting situation that is visible is the development of friendship between Lawrence and Yoni, who is tormented by the inner conflicts of his past. It is clearly manifested by the conflict without between the morals of the Japanese military and the brutal reality of the camps. The film also describes the situations of extreme exploitation in the war camps, along with the development of the characters in the movie. The theme of the movie Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence is the treatment of the prisoners of war in Japanese power camps during the World War II. While the title of the movie rings an ironic tone, for there was nothing merry about Christmas in the camps, the focus shifts to some extent to the betrayal of the gap between the Japanese belief of not surrendering as a prisoner of war and the actual brutality that was meted out to those held as prisoners. Being a Japanese film, we get to see the complexities in the characters of Hara and Yoni, as savagery and philosophical discussion go side by side. However, this film does critically reflect on the character study that took place in the Japanese prisoners of war camps during the World War II. The main focus is on the interconnection between the four men, the bridging of the culture gap between the Japanese, the white men, the disruption of the systemic process of torture, the drift of the Japanese from their own code. These four stand as major themes that have been portrayed in the movie. The characters are full of conflicts, as the shift in the power politics leads to the shift of the psychological power to the white man, as Yuni continues to thrive under the illusion of him being the supreme. The final moment of defeat takes place, with Sellers shaming Yuni with a kiss on the cheeks. As the film is unable to cover all the grounds of the events that took place in the Japanese power camps, the companion reading of Brutality in Japanese Power Camps World War II has helped to provide the facts and details of the events that took place in the camps. The reading also provides insight into the narratives of the survivors as they recount the horrific course of the events in the power. Most of the prisoners were made to work as physical labourers, and they suffered from disease, starvation, malnutrition, and physical torture. Some of the prisoners were also used as tools on which the Japanese conducted experiments by cutting off various body parts. There was no medical assistance available for those who were ill, injured, or dying from disease or starvation. The reading also shed light on the American treatment of the Japanese war prisoners, as they killed most of them instead of taking them as prisoners. Cases of rapes were common during the Oconee War that was used as a war strategy by the American soldiers. The brutality in Japanese power camps World War II provide testimony of the fact that the prisoners held by Japan had been treated with extreme savagery. The facts and picture in the documentation have also influenced the gravity of the situation that was faced by the prisoners and the treatment of the prisoners in the movie. Overall, the reading provided me with the readiness of the film and encouraged me to engage and understand what events took place in the Japanese power camps in World War II. Thank you.